Hi, I'm Desiree. This is me going over my gear for the Arizona Trail that I am starting at the end of March. This is going to be my fourth really long through hike, but my shortest long through hike. For context, I have backpacked the Appalachian Trail, Continental Divide Trail, and the PCT, all of those being over 2,000 miles long, plus a few other shorter trails. The Arizona Trail is 800 miles long, and I will be hiking northbound from the Mexican border to the Utah border. So to start with, this is my backpack. It is the ULA Circuit. I have backpacked approximately 4,000 or 5,000 miles with this thing. It is my favorite pack. I have tried to be an ultralight person, and I am just not. I consider myself a lightweight backpacker, but the ultralight category is not for me. I really like this pack because it has a frame and it is super supportive, but it's still lightweight. I think it is approximately 2 pounds if I had to guess. This is a trash compactor bag. I just shove this thing inside of my backpack, and then I shove all of my gear inside of that, and I roll it closed to keep everything dry if it should rain. I got this off of Amazon, and they last a whole through hike. Very occasionally will it get holes, but they are pretty durable. It's essentially a really strong trash bag. This is my sleeping bag. It is a Western Mountaineering Versalite 10 degrees. I have used this the entire CDT, the entire PCT, and every other backpacking trip between here and between those two trails. It keeps me warm. I love the sleeping bag to death, and I plan to use it on every hike ever. We'll see how long it lasts, but it is super, super durable, and I do take care of it. I wash it at the end of every through hike. In this video, I am also packing my pack how I normally pack it when I leave camp every morning. I do not put my sleeping bag in a stuff sack. I just shove it straight in the bottom of my pack. I just find that it keeps everything in my pack a lot more compact instead of a stuff sack taking up this like awkward space. The sleeping bag just fills the space that is there. I carry an extra large pillow because I am a nut about having my head elevated because I wake up with a lot of headaches. This is the Sea to Summit Arrows Ultralight Large. I don't really have opinions about it. It's just a big pillow that does the trick for me. I don't put that in a stuff sack either. This is a Thermarest Neo Air Short. I don't think they make this anymore. I used this on my AT hike and I haven't used it since. I just wanted to go with a shorter sleeping pad to be a little more lightweight. We will see how it goes. My large sleeping pad has a lot of holes in it that I've tried to patch and it's just not working. So I'm just going to try something else on this trail, especially because it's a shorter one. So won't be too worried about my sleep comfort, I hope. For a shelter, I will be using the Sling Fin split wing tarp. I've never tarped before on a through hike. I've only used this thing twice. I expect to be cowboy camping 90% of the time. There will probably be 2 nights on the whole trail that it rains or snows on me. We will see how things go in this. I'm excited to try tarping. I expect to be cowboy camping on this Tyvek sheet. For those of you that don't know, Tyvek is what you wrap houses in when you are building them, and it is also an awesome material for lightweight backpacking purposes. This is pretty durable ground sheet just to put my sleeping pad and sleeping bag on top of and protect everything from getting too dirty. I also am customizing it and drawing some stuff on it with a Sharpie. If you notice, it's really loud right now, which is really annoying when you're trying to be quiet, leaving or arriving at camp early in the morning or late at night. So I will be putting this thing in the washer, and once you do that, it sounds a lot better. You can pretty much pack it up in silence. This is my puffy jacket. It's an Enlightened Equipment Torrid half zip, so I have to pull it over my head. My favorite thing about it is that it is synthetic, so I can just throw it in the washing machine and the dryer and not worry about down feathers getting all balled up or anything. I use this on the PCT. It's pretty beat up, so I patched it quite a bit. Pants. These are Body Wrappers dance pants for $20 on Amazon. They are pretty lightweight. They are not waterproof. I would say that they make a good wind-resistant pant, and they're nice for just keeping your legs warm in the morning. I don't think I'm gonna bring another pair of pants. If I do, it's just gonna be a really, really cheap pair of leggings I don't care about. I think that this should be enough to protect me in all circumstances. I think it will rain 2 days on trail. That will probably suck, but I'm just gonna deal with it. Speaking of rain, this is my rain jacket. Packs down into this little thing. I've used this on every thru hike I have ever done. It is the Outdoor Research Helium 2. I bought this thing in 2019. I think they still make this rain jacket. To be honest, it is not waterproof at all anymore. I don't even know if it was when I first got it. But it worked. Again, I don't think it's going to rain that much. My rain philosophy on trail is nothing is waterproof except for a submarine. But carry rain gear to keep you warm and just keep moving all day. If you really get that cold or you can't handle the rain, I will just pitch my tent. But I've hiked some long days in the rain, and I just think it's going to rain a couple times on this trail. Socks. I will be wearing 2 pairs of socks at a time. These are Injinji toe socks. They are liners that I wear underneath my regular socks. I will have 1 pair on and 1 pair in my pack. I wear these simply just to prevent blisters. The Arizona Trail is pretty sandy and dirty, and I think the #1 way to care for blisters is just flat out prevent them. I've been pretty decent about doing it. If I feel a hot spot forming, I just put some Leukotape on it, which is in my first aid kit. And then typically I just don't get a blister, but it could happen. I actually have pretty big blisters on my feet right now from running in the rain around town, but I'm not that careful to care about blisters when I'm not through hiking because the consequences aren't as bad. Speaking of blisters, I will also be wearing gaiters, trail running gaiters. I got these on Etsy. These are just to stop dirt, sand, all that kind of stuff from getting into my shoes. Also small rocks. Also helps prevent blisters. I am just too lazy to stop and take a rock out of my shoe when it gets in there, and then it will cause all this foot irritation, so this is just to prevent that. So I will be wearing these. This is a buff. I'm not bringing a hat, but this is going to keep my head warm at night, and in the morning I'll wear it as a headband. It's pretty multi-use if I need to use it as a towel to like dry off when I go swimming at probably, I don't know if I'm going to see any water swimming on my Arizona Trail, to be completely honest, but yeah, buffs are pretty versatile. Smart wool gloves keep my hands warm in the morning and at night when I'm hiking. that is all of the clothes that are going to be in my pack. I will also be bringing another pair of regular hiking socks. I believe we will see if that is the case when I actually get on trail. For water, I will be using a gravity filter system. This is a CNOC Vecto 2-liter bag with a string on it. So I open this up, scoop all the water in here. I attach the Sawyer squeeze on here with a coupler system, and then the smart water bottle connects to it, and I will hang it up on a tree and let gravity do the work while I'm stretching, eating, whatever. Water filtering is my least favorite thing to do on trail ever. And I didn't start gravity filtering until the PCT in 2022, and it changed everything. It's just a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about it as much. I will be carrying 4 Smart Liter water bottles. There are some long water carries on the Arizona Trail. I have hiked 120 miles of it in the fall one year, and during that time, we had a 40-mile stretch with only one water source. Luckily, it was smack dab in the middle, so 20-mile carry on either side. It's just nice to have a good water capacity on trail. It's pretty dry with some unreliable water sources. Cooking and eating. I am borrowing a Dyneema food sack from my fiance, titanium spork, a Toaks 500 milliliter pot, and then I have one of those really cheap BRS stoves from Amazon. And I'll be using a mini gas can, so it'll all just fit in here. I don't know how much I'm gonna cook. I go stoveless about half the time when I backpack. I just don't find the food that I cook to be very fulfilling or like worth it, so I just end up eating granola bars or trail mix on peanut butter wrap half the time. Bagels, hummus, that kind of deal. We'll see how this goes. I might send it home. I have sent my stove home and my pot and all that stuff a lot on through hikes before. First aid kit. In this little stuff sack, I have KT tape. I have some shin issues that regularly pop up on trail. Some pills, got Benadryl, antidiarrheal, and ibuprofen. Mini toothbrush, mini Bic lighter wrapped in Leuko tape to prevent blisters. Chapstick, I will be carrying a mini sunscreen, some electrolytes, gauze, alcohol wipes, super glue, and a Swiss Army knife with scissors on it that I find to be more useful than anything else in my first aid kit. Trowel, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. This is my bathroom kit. Typically I pack it on the outside of my pack. All that's left is electronics and the clothes that I'm wearing. So I am going to be carrying 2 10,000 milliamp batteries. I actually usually only carry 1. I am just carrying 2 because I think I won't be spending that much time in town. We will see, and this takes the longest of any town tours, just charging a battery. And I also want to track everything on my Garmin Instinct. I have hiked with this watch on every trail. I have not tracked a hike on it ever. It just takes a lot of battery, but I've recently figured out how to track all day by turning off a lot of settings on this thing, so we will see how that goes. I will be making my Strava private during this trail. A bunch of charging cords, Garmin InReach mini sat phone. I've used this on every trail, hike, outdoor activity I'm doing ever. I just use it to send in a check-in message to my family. They appreciate it, and it's not that big of a deal to do. Black Diamond Storm rechargeable headlamp. I expect to be doing quite a lot of early morning and late night hiking on this trail. cheap pair of wireless headphones. And then for clothes I am going to be wearing, this hat I got on sale, pretty excited about. These glasses, this sun hoodie from Town Shirt Co. with red F's on it. I was super, super excited to get this. I wanted it for a really long time. I'm wearing Patagonia baggy shorts, but I might just switch to some cheap Walmart shorts. That's usually what I wear on all my hikes. Trail running shoes. I'm going to be wearing Hoka's this time. I will be getting a new pair in Flagstaff around mile 500. The only things I care about with my shoes are that they are trail runners. They are not waterproof. And they have a wide toe box. I've used a lot of trail runners over the years. They're all fine. Usually just get whatever's on sale. I do always use Superfeet Trailblazers, and I'm also religious about replacing these every 500 miles as well. I usually like to alternate, so every 250 miles I will either get a new footbed, and then 250 miles later I'll get a new shoe, and then the next 250 miles I'll do a new insole. I've just had a lot of foot problems in the past. My feet and what I eat on trail are the two things that I care about more than anything else, because I find that taking care of those two things helps with the longevity of a through hike. Yeah, that is all my gear for this trail. I will be making a lighter pack link to all of this and hopefully a blog post about it. I expect to be doing daily blog posts again. However, the idea of that feels a bit daunting at the moment. My blog is deshikesthrough.com, and I have blogged every day on all of the Triple Crown trails. I don't think I've posted a bunch of the other smaller things I've done, but I'm trying to be a lot better about doing that more. Anyways, don't have a watch on. About 2 weeks till I get on trail. I'm excited. Utah or bust.